Saoirse, what's the matter with Greg? What do you mean? Oh my God, he's having a seizure. Oh, that's bad, right? Yes, that's bad, right. Move everything away from him, everyone away from him. Okay, try and get a pillow under his head, only if it's safe to do so, just so he stops himself hurting himself. But I'm going to go call an ambulance, okay? Yeah, I totally didn't understand a word of that. What? I'm calling an ambulance. Oh, you're calling an ambulance. Oh, totes better take you outside then. Okay, just get here as quickly as possible. Jodie? Jodie! Thank you. Thank God the paramedics got here so fast. Oh no, thank God they were so quick. Could have been a lot worse. Yeah, it could have. What's going to happen with Jodie? Well, she's a bit shaken up, so I was thinking I was going to put her in the kitchen for a little while. Chef is absolutely drowning, so she could really use the extra help. You're going to put Jodie where food is prepared for children with life-threatening allergies? Oh no, nothing like that. She'll just be Chef's assistant, you know, taking food to and from the room, getting Chef some of the things that she needs. You know, she'd never actually have to worry about preparing the food. I see. Just like she would never have to worry about dealing with an emergency? What do you mean? You always said that if there was ever an emergency with a child, Jodie would never have to be involved with it because she wouldn't know what to do. Yet she found herself in the centre of one today and made it 10 times worse. I don't know about 10 times worse. Marjorie, she carried a seizing child out to a car park and put them on the ground. Oh, she didn't know what she was doing. She thought she was helping by getting the child out to the paramedics quicker. Exactly, she didn't know what she was doing, and I think we need to stop burying our head in the sand about that. What are you saying? I'm saying maybe the nursery isn't the right fit for Jodie. Why? Because she made a mistake. A mistake that's led to a child being taken away in the back of an ambulance covered in cuts and bruises because they had their seizure on the gravelly ground of a car park. Trust me, nobody feels worse about that than Jodie, okay? So she's going to go for an intensive training to make sure that never happens again. Until it does eventually happen again. Charlotte, give her a break, okay? It was one time. Marjorie, it's not just one time though, is it? How many times has a child almost been given something that they were intolerant to or allergic to by her? Keyword there being almost, okay? It didn't actually happen. No, Marjorie, on a couple of occasions it did happen, okay? And if it didn't, it's only because we were quick enough to intervene. Charlotte, I think you're being a bit unfair to Jodie, okay? A couple of mistakes here and there isn't grounds to dismiss her. Yeah, Marjorie, one of these days, one of those mistakes could seriously end up in a child being hurt, okay? You've just seen one being taken off to hospital in an ambulance. Which is why I'm putting her in the kitchen. Where an accident is even more likely to happen, okay? You just said Chef's drowning, okay? What if she innocently asked Jodie to help her and put something on a tray and a child with a severe allergy is given something that they're allergic to and they go into anaphylactic shock? Will it take a child almost dying for you to realise that maybe Jodie shouldn't be here? Why are you trying so hard to get rid of Jodie? Honestly, you sound like Mia. Maybe she had a point. You best be joking, okay? You think Mia was right to frame Jodie and almost get her fired for something she didn't do? No, of course not. I think the way she went about it was abhorrent. But did you know that in the week Jodie was suspended, things ran much smoother? What are you talking about? Well, you were on holiday and you wouldn't have known this, but when the temp came in to cover for her, there were far fewer accidents. Parents weren't being sent the wrong pictures of their children or the wrong daily diaries. Food and nappies and toileting was all updated correctly on the app. Everything just ran so much smoother and made all of our lives easier. Look, I know. No, you don't, actually, Marjorie. You don't know anything about what goes in the room. Excuse me? Marjorie, you were in the office all day, okay? When you work in a room with Jodie and she's counted in ratio, but all she does is read books, it means we have to pick up her slack, all of her nappies, all of her naps, all of her snacks, all of her activities. We have to do all that for her because she's only trusted to read stories. Because we wanted to make sure she felt included and was doing something that she was good at. And I'm glad that she's found something she's so great at, but it means it's extra work for all of us because she's not doing any of the other tasks. So in addition to doing it for our own groups, we have to do it for hers too. And on top of that, we have to also keep an eye on Jodie in case she hurts herself or, far worse, a child. Charlotte, have a bit of compassion, okay? Jodie's trying her best. We're all trying our best, Marjorie, except myself, Winter, Saoirse, Carly. We are drowning in the extra workload because we're having to pick up after Jodie too. Charlotte, I have known you a long time, and to be honest, I don't recognise you right now. What's that supposed to mean? It means you have become so cold and detached lately. I mean, the Charlotte I know wouldn't be trying to get rid of Jodie. That's something that horrible wench Mia would do. Look, Charlotte, I don't know what is going on with you at the moment, okay? But trying to get rid of another staff member, that's not the answer, okay? So whatever this is, you've got to leave it at the door. Leave it at the door. Yes. Like you do? What do you mean by that? Marjorie, you're telling me to leave my problems at the door. Yours is practically banging the door of the nursery down. Look at all the drama we've had going on around here recently. That is not fair, okay? That wasn't me. That was Mia that brought all that crap to our doorstep. It was all Mia. You've not been bringing anything personal to work with you. No, I don't do that. Really? So while children are having seizures in the car park on the gravelly ground, you're not on the phone having some kind of flirty session with your new boyfriend? Charlotte, you need to back off right now. No. It's about time somebody told you that whilst the nursery's become a setting for you to have your notebook moment, the staff are in the rooms killing themselves and now children are getting hurt too and you are still oblivious to it. Right, I am done with this conversation and I am done with you, okay? Bottom line, we are not getting rid of Jodie, do you understand? Fine, but don't say I didn't warn you when this ticking time bomb eventually does go off. With the right support, it never will, but I'll be sure not to include you in that anymore. Fine. Fine.